This or this. Today I'm going to talk to you about these two different types of foam board and one big mistake that you don't want to make on your next build. So this is a standard foam board that you'd see a lot of times in a new construction build. This is our InSoFast panel. It performs at R15.9 and it's got a drainage plane on the back and it's got a rain screen built in on the front. It also has built-in studs that run every 16 inches on center. I'm going to show you why you never want to put foam board directly against your WRB. I'm going to mist the surface and then mist this panel to act like a major leak in your siding and show you how it traps water. As you can see, it's sucking against the wall and trapping water right against your WRB, which is something you don't want to have happen. In this case with zip wall, it will eventually rot out your zip wall and completely destroy your WRB. For this reason, you want to have a drainage mat behind your foam board, but we'll show you why you don't need to do that with InSoFast. I'm going to show you how the InSoFast panel's drainage grooves prevents the suction that will trap water in your wall. You see how that fell down immediately because the drainage grooves allow the water to drain out quickly. I'm going to screw this panel to the wall to show you how our drainage plane prevents water from becoming trapped inside the wall behind the insulation. Now that I have the panel screwed to the wall, I'm going to spray some water behind it and show you how it will just drain out behind it. That's how quickly our panels will drain the water. The reason why you don't want to have a panel stick to the wall like this is because water is going to get trapped in there, and the capillary rise is what it's called, will suck the water in there and it won't want to go out. It will have to evaporate out through the sheathing because this is a vapor barrier and it's not going to allow outward drying. A situation like this can lead to rot, mold, and a whole bunch of other problems that you don't want to have in your home. I'm going to pull this down and just show you how much water is actually still on here. You can see how much water is trapped on there and see how much water was trapped on the wall itself, and you don't want that. When you're using the standard foam board, the only way to prevent trapped water is by using a drain mat like this one. See, it's twisted, tangled up stuff. It goes in behind your foam board, but the great thing about our InSoFast panels is you don't need to do this step. It's one less trip around the house, one less thing you have to worry about. Another thing about this twisted tangled drainage mat is it will actually retain 50% more water than our panels will. Our panels are more effective at draining water than the standard drainage mats that you see in use. Another feature that our panels have is a rain screen on the front of the panel. What that'll prevent is water becoming trapped behind your siding. I have here a piece of LP Smart side. It's pretty good stuff, but it doesn't like being exposed to moisture. So I'm going to show you what happens if you don't have a rain screen. You see how the water is kind of sticking up on top of there and draining off the front instead of draining down behind. We have some water sucked in there that's going to stay there for a little while. Moving on to our panels, I'll do the same thing. You see how the water is draining down the bottom now instead of over the front. That will increase the lifespan of your siding, especially if you have something like LP Smart side. So there you have it, guys. Those are the key differences between our panels that have superior drainage capability and a standard run-of-the-mill foam board. Which one would you like to use? Comment and subscribe.